Hi, in this video, we are going to learn about different types of recipients. Also, we are going to learn what are alternative emails and conditions inside BoloForms. So over here, this is like a static recipient. A static recipient means a constant email ID which is treated as an approver, and whenever a form will be submitted, it will go to this particular static recipient. That is what static recipient means. Now let us click on dynamic recipient. So a dynamic recipient basically means that it will change every time. So what will it change on? So there are different questions that you can select. So let us say you have a question called contacts email inside the form that the respondents fill, and whichever email ID they fill in the contacts email section, that you want to be treated as an approver. So that is what dynamic email means. So if one recipient fills it at some X email ID, it will go to X email ID. If the other recipient fills it as Y email ID, it will go to Y email ID. So that is what dynamic recipient means. You can click on save, and we have created a dynamic email as well. Now, what we can do is let us add one more static email. But what we'll be doing over here is this email ID is there. We will be also adding one more email ID. So this is called as an alternative email. So whenever a request will come to this stage, it will basically be sent to both of these email IDs. It will be sent to both of these email IDs. So that is what alternative email means. And now what we can also do is we can add conditions to this statement. So there are two types of conditions. One is the approval request. So whenever these conditions are true, the approval request will go to these email IDs. So let us select a field called notes equal to 10. So whenever the notes are equal to 10, it will go to this particular email IDs. If the notes are not equal to 10, it will be skipped and it will directly go to the next step. Then there is auto approve condition, which means that whenever this condition is true, it will be automatically approved and it will go to the next step. Okay, so let us click on save. After clicking on save, let us close this, and what we'll be doing is let us go to the form and let us fill this form. So email ID is BoloForms test test, and let us fill in the actual email ID over here and see whether the dynamic email picks it up or not. Note should be 10, so it should be auto skipped, and let us submit this form. So after submitting this form, if you go into the respondent section, if you refresh this, you should be seeing one more request has come. Okay, let us click on this. So it has gone to BoloForms help, then it is going to try BoloForms, and then it is going to again BoloForms help. Okay, so let us approve it from here. So as you can see, BoloForms help, it is pending. So we have approved it. Now let us go to the try BoloForms email ID, and it has automatically picked up the email ID from here. So if we go back to the approval workflow, after BoloForms help, it is contacts email. And if we see the submission over here, so contact email is try BoloForms. So it has picked the contacts email and it has sent the approval. So that is regarding conditional statement, and then it has also sent it to BoloForm self. So that is all regarding the conditional statement as well as the alternate emails and static and dynamic recipients. If in case you have any questions, feel free to contact us and we will be more than happy to help you. Thanks a lot.